All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what FLLO stands for right here. So what's happening is the flow of water is a little backed up, probably some sediment. So we're going to go ahead and take a deeper dive into this and show you exactly what this is. This again is the Whirlpool washing machine front loader. So if you're getting this, you've tried to turn off your machine, unplug it, plug it back in. It might run a cycle or two, but then this might come back up. Stops like maybe 75% into it, like maybe that final rinse, and then it just stops, beeps on you every like few minutes. FLL0. So let me show you exactly what to do here. First and foremost, forgive the remodel. Now, this is very, very important. You want to turn off the water to the washing machine. So if you have quarter turns, if you have knobs like this, make sure the water is turned off before you proceed forward. If you do not do that, you will have flooding. So do be careful. So with the valves off, you're gonna look at the back of the washing machine and see, even with the valves off, I still have a little bit of water drizzled down there, which, where did that come from? That come from this one? Or no, it could be that one I had hanging for just a couple minutes. That's all right, that's not too much water. I'll get a couple napkins back there. I was able to catch most of the drainage water. This is not the drainage water that came out, but have like a little bucket or something like that, because what you're gonna do is you're going to, now if you're looking at it like this, you're gonna crank it this direction. So I'm on top of the washing machine. You're gonna unscrew it and unscrew it slowly. If you start getting water like flying out, that means you haven't cut the valve off completely. And then put your drip bucket underneath. Bada bing, bada boom, you are good to go. So I mostly run not hot water. I mostly run cold water for my loads of laundry. My hot water one looked really good, so let me move on to this one, show you what the situation is here. Now we're kind of looking at it at a funny angle, but see all that sediment built up? That was preventing the water from flowing in properly, and there was more there, but as I pulled it off, it was, it kind of came out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some water, I'm going to grab a little scrap toothbrush, and I'm going to go ahead and clean all that sediment off. Alrighty, if you're running hot water and cold water, again, I would do this to both of them. So let me show you what happened with mine. After I cleaned it with the toothbrush, this white thing is a filter slash water restrictor, I'm just going to call it, but it sits inside here, so obviously we're going to have to put that back. Now it wasn't as easy to pull out as I wanted it to be, and as you can see here, there is sediment because I am on well water, and if you're on well water, it's probably going to be this exact same thing as well. So with needle nose pliers, try to grab onto this little area right here, pull out gently without breaking anything. And this can also help if you're having issues with water flow going into the washing machine. Look at all this nasty sediment from my well water. All that black right there, no, that's not poop. That is literally sediment. We need to wash this off. The filter looks good, but that is clogging and not being able to put the proper inflow of water into my washing machine. That's why I'm getting FLL. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and clean a little bit right there as well. Get all that off with a napkin. We're going to dunk this in fresh water, hose this off. Obviously try not to put it down your drain because the sediment's just going to literally like start sedimenting again. So try to rinse this outside or in a bucket and then slosh your bucket outside. Alrighty, just like that there, looking a ton better. Let's go ahead and insert that back in. Remember that this is sticking out. Filter goes in this direction here. So again, filter this direction goes back in our little slot. We're going to go ahead and push it in and until it just kind of butts up against there, right there. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and double check our hose inlet right here. We're going to get some new hose eventually. Don't worry about that. And we're going to go ahead and screw this back on. Again, just hand tight, but nice and tight hand tight, making sure that's nice and clamped on there. You don't want to overdo it because there are the O-rings in there as well. Again, as tight as you can, hand tight, but don't use any sort of tool to tighten those up. I'm going to go ahead and check my hot water one more time here. And because there's no sediment on this one, that was super easy to get off. Look at how clean that one is compared to the cold one. There are some black flakes as you can see there, so I'm going to go ahead and wash this one off as well. But it was so tight, the other one, because of all that sediment, was really crusted on there. But without the sediment, this one pulled right out with needle nose pliers. Again, just super easy. Let's go ahead and wash this one off. Alrighty, we're looking absolutely fantastic. Everything is tightened up once again, cleaned off. We're gonna go ahead and turn back on our water, but we're gonna put the washing machine back into position first. Make sure your hoses aren't kinked either when you slide it back in. Also, make sure that you have not messed up your drainage hose. Make sure that's going down the proper drainage pipe. If you started pulling too much stuff out, what happens is if this drainage pipe, which goes from the bottom, sucks up all the water, puts it into your drain, if that is not correctly seated properly, then you are going to be literally sucking all the water out of your washing machine for your wash, and it's going to go into your drywall, your neighbor's house, and that's not good for business either. So we're going to put it back into position without kinking our hoses. We'll turn our water spouts back on, not all the way, just like with these kind of things. It's just a couple turns. I'm eventually going to do quarter turns. I like quarter turns much better than these knobs right here. Quarter turns is literally, it's like if this is the off position, that's the on position. It's so much nicer. I'm going to be doing pecs, fresh pecs and everything, so don't worry about that. This is an old 1992 home. That's why it's like that. Anywho, then we'll turn on the washing machine. All right, because we turned off the washing machine, let's go ahead and turn it back on. And we'll go ahead and just do, I guess we could just do a quick, I don't see a rinse and spin. There's drain and spin. Let's see what quick does. Quick does 25 minutes. Maybe it already senses that there's water in there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I don't have FLLO anymore, but it's because I turned it back on. Typically that does happen. And so we'll go ahead and let this do its thing. Colors. Yeah, I guess they are colors in there. So right now it's draining. So again, double check your work to make sure it's draining properly. If you can, get back here and look at your hoses. Obviously, I wouldn't say try to get back here. Definitely get back here, look at your hoses. Make sure they're not leaking as you are in a wash cycle. And when you hear the water kind of click on and go into the machine, that's when to definitely check the inlets and your connections to make sure no water is spewing out. And I better get off the washing machine because I think it's sensing that it was already in the middle of a load. Finished removing the other water, and then I think it's gonna do its thing. Anyway, I'll be back with you to double confirm that there is no more issues. Looks like the time just went up on me too. Not really what you want to do at 10:30 at night, but hey, that sometimes is the beautiful pleasure of home ownership. Be right back. All right, water is flowing. I can hear it coming here. I'm gonna get back there, check my connections. Obviously, I told you what to do, but I didn't even do it. I forgot to turn the water back on. But now we're flowing beautifully freely here. Alrighty, we're looking absolutely fantastic. We have fixed it. Ladies and gentlemen, now if you are on well water, you will have to probably do that I'd say do it twice a year at least. Just so that you don't have issues, you stay ahead of it, you do it when you want to do it instead of having to do it when you don't want to do it. Nobody wants to do things when they don't have to do, you get what I'm saying. It's late. I need to go to bed. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on the way out, helps the channel. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, DIY home construction project videos, tech reviews, and more. My name's Chris. I'll see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.